27 characters are going to be on this roster for Samurai Warriors 5. A very already polarizing, massively polarizing discussion right there. Why do we only have 27 characters? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? It has been going pretty hectic right now from what I've been seeing in like people's Discord servers and Twitter, YouTube. It's been pretty nuts, honestly. I've been seeing it being really, really polarizing right now with how this roster has been getting a lot of love, but also getting a lot of heat at the same time. Comment section down below, let me know which one you are in this whole scenario. I'm going to be giving my personal thoughts as well as we go on with this video. And personally, I'm going to go right off the bat here, so get ready for either your likes or dislikes. I am actually all for this roster. So far, I'm okay with us having 27 characters for this roster. We gotta remember, this is a reboot of Samurai Warriors 1. Not just Samurai Warriors 4, this is Samurai Warriors 1 reboot kind of style, where we only have a small amount of characters. They are rebooting this series and basically working from the ground up. So this is basically like Samurai Warriors 1 all over again, in my personal view. Like, we're getting a brand new kind of like style of the game. We're getting brand new looks and everything for the characters, movesets. They are working literally from the ground up with all these characters, the story, the style, movesets, everything. Everything is being worked from the ground up. And this is why, personally, I think that the roster being that small is actually a really good thing, because if there is one thing that people really do not like about newer titles, let's take Dynasty Warriors 9 for example, those kinds of titles, was the cloned movesets. People were hating it. Personally, I didn't give a damn. This is me personally, I'm just gonna say right now, clone movesets, didn't give a damn. Really did not care less. I really couldn't have cared less if we ended up having clone movesets or not. As long as the characters were fun, I didn't care. I only played with favorite characters anyway, so I didn't mind that. But enough about that part. This right here has the potential of giving every single character fully unique movesets. So as Samurai Warriors 4 is anything to go by, minus Kunoichi, Nene, I'll get into that in a second as well. We had a fully fledged, unique roster on here. But we also got to remember, for this game, they're working, as I said, from the ground up with this roster. They are giving them brand new designs, brand new looks with no facial hair. I'm talking about Nobunaga, obviously. I guess you could put Hideyoshi and as well as Ieyasu in that picture. So people are losing weight, getting on that sweet old workout session. Ieyasu, I'm looking at you. Like, they're working completely differently from the ground up. They're giving them new weapons. They're giving them new, mostly, almost everyone. It seems like Mitsuhide kind of just got hotter, but he basically still has his katana moveset, which is pretty cool, but I'm assuming they're going to change up his moveset, of course. But how the combat's going to be, no clue. We haven't really seen anything on it. We've basically just been seeing like Musos. I imagine those are Musos where they have the sweet art where they finish their Muso and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's all that is. But this is literally going from nothing. They are working literally from scratch on this franchise right now with brand new moves, brand new weapons, brand new designs. So obviously, and of course, we also got to remember as well, one big key thing here. This game is focusing on the story of Mitsuhide and Nobunaga. Obviously, they are the two boys right there, dead center of the picture. So clearly, they're working from just in that era, and they're also working from scratch with the roster, because we're going to be getting some new faces, some old faces with redesigns, a new moveset. Yoshimoto Imagawa's one, Katsuie, Hideyoshi, Ieyasu, Nobunaga, Mitsuhide. I don't know if I said that name already. I'm just getting through all this real quick. Like, all these characters that we know and love, all got redesigns, new movesets, completely different weapons here and there. Obviously, Mitsuhide was the only one that really changed little in terms of like weapons and stuff like that, but everybody else has completely changed their look mostly. Like, it's crazy. Like, they're literally going from nothing and giving them something brand new to make this game feel brand new, unique in its own way, of course, with the art style and all that stuff. Like, this game, obviously, I'm also going to say this real quick, this is literally not the first game where they have given us a roster of below 30. Let's take Samurai Warriors Once Cast, for example. Obviously, this is the first game, but that's a key thing right there. That is the first game of the series. And what are we getting right now? A reboot of the game, which is technically classified as the first game in a way. Which is why I feel the way that they are going with this, where they can give us brand new characters and even returning characters, is really, really cool. We're probably going to be getting characters that we were longing for. Obviously, there's going to be some characters cut, which is going to be a boo-hoo. Trust me, I was one of those people when I first saw that. I was like, oh, that kind of sucks, but in a way, it's beneficial. Now, I'm going to also mention why that is beneficial. I know some people are just going to deny this, and of course, you are more than welcome to. It's your opinion. It's perfectly okay if you are someone who does not agree with me on this situation. But just hear me out. And I know it's going to be a money thing, so bear with me on that. Get ready to type in the hate for that, because I understand. But there is a lot of potential with only having a cast of 27 characters, with having brand new characters that we haven't even seen yet, returning characters that we haven't even seen yet, but there is potential there. I want to take your eyes over, not on Nobunaga, not on Mitsuhide. I actually want to take your attention over to the right side, where there is Hideyoshi and Ieyasu. Now, I don't know if they're doing this or not, but if all things go well with this game, I imagine what I think would be great. This is just me. What I think would be really, really great if after Nobunaga, they focus on maybe the story of Hideyoshi, where he ends up conquering the land, finishing at Odawara Castle, and then there you go. Bam, boom, done. Out of there. I would consider that mostly to be like him and Ieyasu and Hideyoshi, I feel like it'd be like a Samurai Warriors 5.2/5.3 kind of thing if they want to go that kind of route with expansions and stuff. Yep, there's the word expansions. Like, have expansions of this, because they could also add in some characters that we were longing missing because of the roster cuts here. For Hideyoshi, obviously we are missing a bunch of characters from that era, like, for all we know, we don't know Yukimura's coming back or not, so maybe put in Yukimura, put in Mitsunari, put in Kanetsugu and stuff like that, because they were all around the time of that and everything. So clearly we could put in all those characters into that era there and focus on Hideyoshi's story up to that point before, he untimely dies after Odawara and all that stuff, where he technically conquers the land and then, oh shit, I'm dead. But then we move over to the little baby face over there, Tokugawa Ieyasu. And then we end up going all the way over to the Osaka campaign with him. Then we would definitely for sure have like Yukimura, Yuki, Ina, Tadakatsu. I'm assuming Tadakatsu is going to be in the game regardless, but obviously by this point, we haven't seen that many characters or anything. Hanzo maybe, maybe even a Hideyori. Cha-Cha maybe might make a return. Maybe even the return of like the Sanada characters like Kahime. Well, obviously she's Hojo, but you get what I mean. But like, she ended up being part of that Toyotomi army and stuff like that. We can get, like I said, Cha-Cha. We can get Sasuke Sarutobi maybe to be with Yukimura, maybe Kunoichi as well. Like, there could be a lot of hype around that, because look at how they're making these characters. These characters can literally be worked on in a fresh, brand new way. Now, again, I don't know how well this game's going to perform. We don't know yet. We can't say for certain yet, because we haven't seen really much of the gameplay yet. We've only been seeing cutscenes, and we've been seeing like, hey, here's what's in store. Here's some couple characters that you're probably hyped for or not hyped for, but we don't know. Here's only 27 characters on the roster, opposed to like whatever the hell Samurai Warriors 4, 4.2, 4 Empires was. But I personally see this as being a very big thing of potential, and yes, I'm sorry, it's also a good money grab strategy, because then there are going to be those people who are still going to stick with this franchise regardless of this whole complete reboot and then this whole cut of the characters, blah blah blah. It's a good money grab tactic as well, because then you're going to be wanting to see those characters like, all right, well, like what's Yukimura going to look like in this game? What's he going to look like with this reboot? What's his moveset going to be like? What's Shingen going to look like? Shingen, I'm hyped for. I want to see what Shingen's going to be like. I'm assuming him and Kenshin are most likely going to be in this story. It'd be really weird. I wouldn't even be opposed to like Uchiyasu or something. I feel like those three should be in the game. Whether they are or not, probably not. I don't know. At least, I feel like if anyone has the least chance, it's Uchiyasu. I don't know why, but it'd be dope to see him. But like, that's what I'm getting at. What would they be like in the reboot? How would they play? What's their weapon gonna be? Are we gonna see that like Shingen go from like that little fan and that short, fat, stubby man to like maybe like the Sengoku Basara version of Shingen? Like, who knows? Who knows? Look at people like Yoshimoto. Yoshimoto, who looked like an absolute goof, wearing now his nice plaid gold armor and stuff like that, showing off that he could be a little bit intimidating from time to time in the trailer and stuff that they showed for like the 25th live stream and stuff like that. Like, who knows? They could be doing some justice with these characters who have been given injustice in the past, who haven't gotten much attention. But we don't know yet until we've seen more of it. Like I said, let's not jump to conclusions, in my personal opinion. Do whatever you want. If you want to jump to conclusions, have at it. Go ahead, have fun, do what you want to do. But I really do feel like, in my personal opinion, it's just mine, don't worry, it's not yours. I'm not saying this just because it's my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm speaking for the people who do like this game, who do like these changes, I mean. For people who don't like it, like I said, I'm for it. I'm okay with this. I know there's a couple other even content creators who are actually okay with this. I'm not going to name them out because I want them to give their own words on that, because I'm certain there are going to be people who give their words on like the cut roster if they haven't already. Like, I'm pro for it. I'm pro for this thing, because that means I'm going to be able to be hyped and excited to see like all those characters that got cut out from Samurai Warriors 4, 4-2, Empires, if they even had any characters in Empires. Like that brand new characters, I mean. Spirit of Sanada, who knows? Have all those characters just be there in this new reboot and see how they play. See what they look like. Like, it's honestly, just thinking about it really actually does get me excited. If all things go well for this game, because like I said, I don't know yet. None of us know. No one has an idea yet. Is this game going to be good? Who knows? We haven't really seen any gameplay. We haven't seen nothing really yet. We've just been seeing cutscene after cutscene and character portraits after character portraits and stuff like that. Like, we don't know yet. They still have so many characters to show off. As you can see from all these black silhouettes, there's still so many to show off. And there's so much that we need to see in terms of their gameplay, their style, like the combat system and everything. I'm excited for it. I personally am excited for it. I'm not going to jump the gun and be like, oh man, this just looks like it's going to be an utter crap fest. Like, until we get more gameplay on it, and until I get my hands on the game, I don't want to jump the gun. For now, I'm going to live off the hype of it, and if I end up being immensely disappointed, you all can be there in that video or live stream and say I told you so, to call me an idiot or something, I don't know. But what I'm getting at is, I'm not willing to just jump the gun, hate the game because of the small roster. Honestly, I am actually really happy that they did this. Immensely happy. And again, comment down below your thoughts. Are you happy about it? Are you not happy about it? Let me know, because I feel like with this, especially if they go off of like expansion in future games where they maybe focus on just Hideyoshi, the Toyotomi, which is a lot of potential right there. They can focus on obviously Hideyoshi, Mitsunari, Hideyori, stuff like that. And then we have Ieyasu with Hidetada and all those other characters from the Tokugawa, even the Uesugi who are aligned with the Tokugawa later on in the story and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot. Because then we could see all those characters brought from that game over to, or brought from this game over to the next one, and also have all those characters that we're missing from Samurai Warriors 1, 2, 3, 4, see them in a new light, in a brand new way, for better or worse. But come on, it is kind of exciting, in my personal opinion, to see these characters get their redesigns. And like, I'm excited to see how like someone, like I said, like someone like Shingen would play, how someone like Yukimura would play. I would imagine he would still be a spear boy, but you get what I mean. Like, his style would be different and stuff like that. I'm excited for that. I personally am very hyped for something like that. And of course, at the end of the day, you are all more than willing to have whatever feelings you want. If you guys are excited for it, cool. If you guys aren't excited for it, cool. Again, at the end of the day, post your opinion down below right now. Just be nice to one another. Be nice to one another, of course. We are Wowiyas here. Since you have joined this video right now, you are a Wowiya. If you comment on that video, I will tell the difference between a Warrior fan and a Wowiya, because Wowiyas are part of this community known as LightyTheNubes. So yeah, so comment that down below right now. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the whole thing. Like I said, I'm all for it. I think there's so much potential they could do with this because they can give us brand new faces that we've been wanting to see for so long, be playable characters, and then we could also have the return of characters that we were like, damn, we missed in this game, but we could see them in the next game or something like that, because this reboot, honestly, seems like it'll be so cool. And hey, at the end of the day, if you all aren't hyped for it, if you guys aren't feeling this, just go back to the older games. There's 4 other games that you can go back to, including the spin-offs too, so there's even more than 4. There's plenty of games still there back in the day that you can enjoy of Samurai Warriors, but honestly, I'm going to give this the benefit of a doubt. I think this roster is going to be a great roster, if not a really good roster, and it's going to give potential for something in the future. But that is going to be it for me, everybody. Like I said, if you all did enjoy this video, if you liked hearing my thoughts and my feelings and seeing the potential of maybe Hideyoshi and Ieyasu's stories as well, branching out as soon as maybe Samurai Warriors 5 is done, or at least maybe for an expansion of like SW5 2, SW5 3, SW6 or something like that, because there's a lot of potential they can do with just like focusing on just an independent part of like a faction, like the Odas for right now. They're focusing on the Oda faction right now, and I think it's a great idea to be able to do that, because Spirit of Sanada did their storytelling very freaking well, and their whole thing went from damn near beginning to the end of where the Osaka campaign was, with Yukimura dying. Like, last line of defense, boy, dead. Like, they went from beginning to end, and their storytelling was phenomenal. So just imagine with all that, with Nobunaga, with Mitsuhide, how all of that can culminate into something really cool here as well, and that shows the potential for someone like Ieyasu and Hideyoshi down the line as well. But again, if you all did enjoy, be sure to smash the like button right now. Comment down below, of course, your honest thoughts, because these were my honest thoughts on the roster and everything. I'm pro for it. Are you pro for it? Are you not pro for it? Let me know down below. Discuss with everybody else. Be nice to one another, though. Please be nice to one another. And yeah, be sure to be nice to one another, specifically that. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you like the content that you see, be sure to hit that sub button as well. Y'all have been crushing this channel with the sub goals and everything. I appreciate y'all so much for it. For those of you who are just joining me because of the Samurai Warriors 5 stuff, I appreciate you guys checking out my channel and hitting the sub button. So who knows, if anyone else is, they seemed interested, maybe after this video as well, maybe you're interested as well, and hit that sub button. And of course, if you want to support the channel further than that, you can join the Discord. I have a Discord known as the Wawias of Chigoku Discord server. That server where you have a bunch of Warriors fans, or Wawias, in there, where you can talk about a bunch of like Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors stuff. I have a whole channel section for it. And of course, there's also some pretty fun, diverse stuff that you can talk about as well on the Discord. It is not a Warriors only Discord, so if you want to just take part in that, and sometimes I'll even do streams on that. Just for Discord only. And it's pretty damn fun when I do it, because I end up having a decent amount of people join me, and we get to have some fun just watching me play some games, or maybe even watching some shows and stuff like that. It's pretty damn fun. But of course, if you want to support the channel further than that, you could also join the Patreon, like these odds you see on the screen right now. You can join at the $1 tier, $5 tier, have your name up on every single video. I'm sure to give you guys more priority when I do like Warriors. I have a thing called Wawi Time, where you guys give me a character from like Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors, and I'll play as that character for the video, and I'm sure to give you guys priority with that. And of course, I'm going to have some other benefits as well in the future. So with all that being said, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Farewell.